being confident is the number one skill or number one trait that any man or woman should have, because it leads to so many different advantages and positives in your life. So I understand that a lot of people feel or they deal with low self-confidence or low self-esteem. And if you can master this, then you're going to see massively more positive results in your life in every way, whether it be in relationships, business, career, personal development, family experience, everything, literally everything. Being confident opens the gateway to having a better life, let's be honest. Okay. So, and I know, like I said, I know a lot of people deal with it. So I thought I'd make you a quick video on how to be more confident in life and why you need to be more confident. So let's get straight into it. I don't like to bullshit you and make you all these kind of things. Let's get straight into why you actually need to be more confident. Well, the number one reason, in my opinion, is if you're not confident, you're going to really struggle in building meaningful relationships in life. And that could be with women, friends, business, anything. Relationships is basically the key to everything, because if you think about it, what is life without relationships? Whether they be whatever, what is life? Because if you have lots and lots of money, you have success, but you don't have anyone to share it with, then that's pointless. It's useless. All our life is about family as well, and everything when it comes to being successful in terms of business growth is all based around relationships. And if you're not confident in yourself and you don't have good social skills and you don't have a good presentability, then you're not going to be able to build meaningful relationships, meaningful connections. So that's the number one reason, in my opinion. The second one is you'll definitely be less successful. You won't have a great amount of success in any kind of business endeavor or career endeavor because you won't want to take risks. If you're not confident in yourself, then you're going to be very risk adverse. You're not going to undertake what is necessary to start your own business or go through any of those processes that is required to actually be successful in life. So that's number two. And number three is you're going to view life in a much more positive manner if you are confident. If you're not confident, you don't have a good positive outlook, you're going to go through life thinking everything in a negative way. And that's not a good way to live, let's be honest. Why would you want to live like that? I mean, I'll be honest with you, I've been a negative person in the past. I have been a negative person. I used to look at things in a negative manner. And it's something I've worked on, even despite the fact that I've been self-confident. But when you start to really look at life in a positive manner, life becomes much better. I know it sounds strange, groundbreaking news, but it does. But it can be quite hard to train your mind to think in a positive manner. But having confidence and self-esteem, high self-esteem, will help that, okay? Final point is you're going to be able to undertake bigger and more rewarding tasks or career changes, etc., if you are able to be confident in yourself. So that can come down to, it doesn't have to just be in career, it could be down to something like your own personal goals, such as climbing a mountain, going on an expedition, learning to ride a motorbike. All those things, you're going to need confidence to be able to do that, because you've got to be able to build yourself up to get to that point of, let's say you want to go climb Kilimanjaro. If you don't have self-confidence, you're never going to get there in the first place. So if you've got goals in your life, whatever they may be, you're going to need some form of self-confidence to get there. So you're probably asking, well, yeah, I know all these things, I know you need to be confident, but how do I actually become more confident? You might be thinking, you might be in a dark place right now, you might not have much self-esteem, you might have never had any reason to be confident in yourself. Well, look, there's always reasons to be confident in yourself. At the end of the day, life is great and we're only here once, so you may as well make the most of it. There's no point sitting at home being depressed and not enjoying life when you're only here once, because you can definitely change the situation no matter where you are or what the situation is. There's so many testaments to that in this world that it's impossible to say that it's not true. Okay, so number one reason, and this is applicable to everybody, even myself, and I'm a testament to this, is get into shape. Get into good shape, because having that ability to look at yourself in the mirror every single morning and think, yeah, actually I look pretty good now, I feel good. Getting into shape will 100% help you to be more confident. And there's no excuse for anybody to say they can't get into shape. Unless you're severely disabled, that's another question. But there is no reason that anybody cannot get into shape. I have been through periods of my life, I'm in the best shape of my life right now, and I don't even look that good, let's be honest. I'm not anything compared to any of my friends or anything right now, but I feel great because I've come a long way from where I was. When I used to live in Italy, I was completely out of shape. Even when I was running my business, I didn't have any time for going to the gym or anything like that, and I completely neglected my health. But now that I'm actually starting to make it a priority, I feel way, way better. So it's 100% improved my mental health and self-esteem, 100%. So get into shape. Second point, this is something I say all the time: fuck it. Learn to say fuck it. I'm just going to do it and see what happens. You're never going to know the outcome of every situation. Whatever you may come to, you might come to a difficult decision that you think could go either way. Just say fuck it and just do it. See what happens. I think as humans, we always think about the worst possible case scenario. If I do this, it's all going to go wrong and I'm going to lose all this and do that. Realistically, we always make it out of situations pretty well. Unless somebody's going to die, then it's a different situation. But how many times have you fucked up in your life and it's actually gone to the worst case scenario? Not many times. I don't think, hardly ever. Never for me. I've never killed somebody. I've never drastically hurt somebody. I've done some stupid fucking shit in my life, let's be honest. I've done some crazy stuff. But it's never gone to the worst case scenario. So learn to say fuck it and just see what happens, get on with it. And once you go through those experiences and you realise that you're capable of dealing with problems, or you're capable of getting yourself out of situations, you'll slowly start to build self-confidence. I know that if I get into a bad situation right now, I can deal with it. Let's be honest. I've been through enough situations to know what to do, to become street smart, that I know how to get out of certain issues, okay? And that only comes from learning to say fuck it. Right, my next point, number 3, I'll be honest, I'll make a little bit of notes before these videos now, because I feel like it's easier to be able to get my points across when I do make the videos first, make the notes first. So if I'm looking down, that's why I've just got my phone down here, just looking at it. I'm just coming up to a bit of a difficult junction here at the moment. Well, I'm just driving through Repton right now. So Repton, I'm just coming into Repton, which is a pretty historic place in ancient Viking history here in the UK, and also before the Kingdom of Mercia. So that's quite a nice place where I live quite close. I actually used to go to school here as well. So the third point is learn to accept that you're wrong and take those losses or their L's with pride. Nobody's right all the time. I've been wrong many times, and learning to accept that you're not right all the time is a great way to just deal with it, to get on with it. Take the experience of that loss, or whether that learning curve, and take it forward. The main important thing is to learn from your mistakes, and that will build your confidence. Next point is to spend more time with people that you're not familiar with. If you're always spending time with people that you've known for years and years, like family and friends like that, then you're going to be so comfortable with talking to the people that you know everything about. A great way to build self-confidence is just to speak to people that you don't know. Go out to new places every week. Try and make it a rule to meet one new person every single week, or one new person every single month. Whatever you can fit into your schedule will make it a priority, because then you will get the experience of learning how to speak with people, how to converse with people, how to get to know somebody better on a deeper level than just somebody that you've just met on a night out, for example. These are all important points that can be really helpful. So let's just take that into consideration. Try and meet somebody new very often if you can do. Next point is to speak up. So if you speak up when you've got something that you believe in, or something that you don't exactly agree with, for example, if someone says something to you and you don't agree with it, speak up. Don't just let them go, depending on the situation, let's be honest, but speak up and speak your mind. If you've got something that you believe in, stand for it, because nobody likes a yes man. And you'll also get used to being in that kind of controversial situation and how to deal with that. That's a very important personal learning curve that everybody can go through. So I always speak my mind. Actually, when I was, even from young, when I was at school, I got voted most opinionated out of the whole year at my school, because I always spoke my mind on something. If I don't believe in something, then I'm going to tell you what I think about it. And people like that. Women find that attractive as well. People don't want just a yes man who just agrees with everything that everybody else says. Whatever your beliefs are, you stand for them. And that's very important. I've had that in business where people have tried to fuck me over. You might have seen like a younger guy, they've come in and they've seen, I said, no, fuck you. This is what I think. I do it my way, and my way has proven to be very successful. Okay? If you don't like it, deal with somebody else, work with somebody else. That's how I am. If you don't want to be with me, like with women, if you don't like the way that I am, if you don't like my essence or my being, go find somebody else. I don't need you. I am my own person. That is so, so important, especially in relationships. Actually, you're just touching on that. Standing for what you believe in your relationships, what you want to be, how you see it being, is so important. Never let any person come into your life and dictate how you should live your life, because you will just resent that person. Any woman that comes into my life from now on, they live by my rules, my essence, because that's how I am. I'm the man, I'll be the provider, the protector, all these kind of things. We can talk about things, absolutely. But there's certain non-negotiables in my life as I move forward, because of the person I am, that I will accept, and things that I won't accept. Okay? So never let anybody take those non-negotiables away from you. You decide on them, and then if you want to really live your life like that, then stand by it. And that's a very, very empowering mindset. Okay? Okay, coming into our final point. So the last one, the penultimate one, is to dress well. Dressing well is a superpower. I don't know how to explain this, but not only will it boost your mood every single day. I try to dress well every single day. Depending on the situation, I can't dress well every single day, obviously, but I try to dress well in good clothes every day. I feel better. If you're a slob and you're laying around, that is going to affect you mentally. Think about it. Try this. If you're working from home, put on a tracksuit, or don't get out of bed, get out of bed and put a tracksuit on, don't have a shower, whatever like that, just slob around all day. Think about how your mind and what your productivity looks like on that day. Then the next day, get up, have a nice cold shower in the morning, put some aftershave on, do your hair, and get dressed up in a nice outfit, and do the same thing at home anyway. You'll feel better about yourself. You'll be more productive. It just happens. I just don't know how to explain it, but it does. And the same goes to any situation. Always be dressing well. Always have good style. If you don't know how to have good style, there's no excuse, because there's a million videos out there on how to dress well. If you want some advice on style and tips, book a call with me in the link below. I can help you with all these kind of things like that. I can help you to start your own business and how to be more confident, all these kind of things. I help people do these things. So you just have to book a little call with me in the link below. It's free of charge. If I can help you, I will. If I can't, then I might not. I can't help every single person in the world, but I'll try my very best with what I can do. So book a call, maybe I can help you out, okay? It's free. Finally, the 3-second rule is something that I employ a lot in my life. If I'm a bit nervous about doing something, there's been times where I've been nervous about approaching girls to get their numbers or to speak with them, or I've been nervous to approach somebody that I might feel, whatever the situation, I might be nervous. 3-second rule. I say, I'm going to do this in 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go. That's all I think. And if I get rejected, I don't care. I think, fuck it, I'm never going to see this person ever again anyway. So what does it matter? But at that exercise that you do, that movement, or this experience that you do, you're adding a rep to that level of experience, that kind of like locker of experience that you've gained in that certain area. So that's the really, really important thing to do. It's just, if you're nervous, 3, 2, 1, I'm going to do it now, and then see what happens. And you'll be surprised at how well things can go for you sometimes. You might meet the woman of your life if you just do the 3-second rule, go to speak to them, and then you think, oh, thank God he came to approach me. Do you know how many women would love a guy to approach them, that they might give you that look, that second glance? It's happened to me so many times where I've been out on a night out, or wherever I've been, in a restaurant or a bar, something like that, and the girl's like looked at me a couple of times. I think, fuck it, I'm just going to go ask her for a number. And she says, oh, thank God you came over, because I've been waiting for you to come over. Girls very, very, very rarely will come up to you, so bear that in mind. And they want you to approach them. Just have that self-confidence. If they don't want anything to do with you, no problem, just move on. You're never going to see that person again, so why does it matter? But yeah, hope you enjoyed that video. That's my key points on how to be more confident. If you want to learn more, if you want to work with me, there's a link in the bio, in the description below. I do mentoring 1-to-1, whatever the subject is, business, confidence, like I just spoke about, women, whatever. Book a call with me, and I'll be looking forward to speaking to you. And again, see you on the next video. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe and like, and see you on the next ones.